Happy Thursday, it is January 29th, 2015, and today on the circulation desk I'm going to talk to you about writing as a profession. Here we go. So you want to be a writer. Are you sure? Ask yourself this question like 10 times and take out all of the romanticism that you put into the profession of writing, because let me tell you, it's not as romantic as you think. It's mostly pajamas, messy hair, headaches, a lot of plotting, sometimes really pulling those words out of your face onto the keyboard, and let's just say this, you're not going to be making tons of money unless you're Stephen King or J.K. Rowling. Now, none of this should dissuade you from writing, because writing is awesome, but if you want to do it as a career, you have to realize before you go into it that it's a really, really tough field to break into. Kind of like acting, you're going to try a lot and get a lot of rejection, and that can be really tough to deal with if you're not ready for it. Also, like acting, you know, the financial stability is slightly lacking. So if you ask yourself these questions and you've answered it a million times in your head, and yes, writing is what you want to do, think about also maybe possibly having to have second jobs that are your day jobs that fund your writing and editing and cover design and all that. There might be really good months, there might also be months that are a lot lower than you expect, and you have to learn to save your money. Erica. Now down to the business of writing. Do you know about the business of writing? If not, read about the business of writing. There are thousands and thousands of books out there all about how to make a living as an author, how to become successful as an author, how to build your author platform. I talked about Write, Publish, Repeat. Kelly's talked about Write, Publish, Repeat. I've also mentioned specific books in a couple of WordNerd videos about writing specifically. Read up on all of those. Really learn your craft, and most importantly, read in the genre you want to write, because if you're going to be publishing a book into a genre, you need to know what context it's going out into. You need to know what readers are expecting from your book, and also you want to know how you can improve upon it, hopefully. But Erica, do I need to go to school specifically to be an author? What degree program do I enter into? When do I start taking classes to build up to that degree program? School stuff! Take a breath. Technically, you do not need to major in anything even remotely related to whatever you want to write to go and be an author. You can go straight from high school and be an author if you're really talented, but I would advise you taking some writing classes, really pay attention in English and with grammar and language arts and all of that fun stuff. If your school has a creative writing program, jump into that. In my opinion, it's really vital to get feedback from peers, even if you're not going to listen to it. It's good to get in that mindset of, I'm going to be taking edits, and sometimes I have to listen to edits that I am stubborn about, but that do end up being right at the end, because usually they're right. Now, of course, you can always major in English or creative writing like I am, or you can major in publishing. Again, it's not a necessity. Does it help? Of course, you're always learning and expanding, but going out and getting real-world experiences also helps, so don't neglect one for the other. Erica. And finally, the last step if you want to be a writer is, get this, brace yourself, it's a big secret. You're gonna have to start writing. Right now. Every day. All the time. Get used to it. Yes, even on days that you don't feel like writing. Yes, even on days where you're really busy. Yes, even on days when you're sick and tired and nothing is happening creativity-wise in your face. Why do I keep saying face instead of head or brain? You understand what I'm saying. When you're having those tough days that you're like, I would rather not. Well, guess what, buddy? You chose this. You want to be a writer full-time, so write full-time. It's the only way to get better at what you're doing. You know, learn from your writing and from edits, and keep writing and keep making changes and keep growing and developing your voice. That's what it is. That's what being a writer is. And hopefully, if you begin a career as a writer, you want your books, each book you publish, to get better and better and better. The only way to learn to get better is to keep writing. It's really not that hard. Okay, sometimes it is, but you know, like the secret to being a writer, it's not really a secret. Not at all. We will not be live this Sunday for our usual live chat time because it is the Super Bowl. Football! I don't know if anybody else is watching it, but we will miss you guys this Sunday. Tune in next Sunday when we're going to be talking about our writing process, and you can find out all about how we plot and how we write each day, or mostly each day. Tune in and ask us all of your questions. We will see you guys next Sunday. I love you, nerds.